Kids are falling behind, bright futures in jeopardy, and it's happening all over Massachusetts.
5 Investigates digs into the reasons so many students are struggling to get on track. Our Brittany Johnson is here with the problem and some possible solutions. Brittany.
That's right. Some of these struggles aren't new, but there are new approaches to help kids succeed. Experts say it starts with getting kids into the classroom every day. And we found one district making some serious strides, one student at a time.
It's Jen Naraki from Fonseca Elementary School.
Taking a proactive approach.
Hoping that everything is okay. If you could give me a call back.
Jennifer Naraki of Fall River School District is making sure this Fonseca Elementary School student isn't continuing a concerning pattern they've been tracking since her kindergarten year.
She's only a first grade student and she has a total of 57 absences, cumulative. So that would consider her chronic.
Chronic absenteeism is defined as a student missing 10% or more of their school days in a year, whether absences are excused or unexcused. It's a problem in Fall River and around the state.
Students who aren't attending school aren't attending to the work, and they're not making the kind of progress that we want them to see from year to year.
It's a challenge made worse by the pandemic, and for many districts, it's not going away.
The reverberations still live on for our students.
Russell Johnston is the acting commissioner for the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. He says schools still have not been able to bring attendance back to pre-pandemic levels. According to DESE, in the years before COVID, about 13% of students statewide were chronically absent. The number kept rising through 2022, with 28% of students consistently out of the classroom. There's been some progress since then, but as of March of the last school year, 20% of students statewide were still too often missing school.
The material moves on, the curriculum moves on, and our children then are having to sort of patchwork their learning together if they're missing that much time.
State data shows chronic absenteeism is highest in kindergarten and high school. The most recent data shows a slight improvement, but it's clear the issue still remains.
We're going in the right direction, and we have further to go.
Research shows missing this much school can have lifelong impacts, from not being able to read at grade level by the 3rd grade to being less likely to graduate high school and more likely to experience poverty as adults.
It's so important that in those early grades that we create that habit of coming to school and that welcoming sense on the school side of let's make school engaging and exciting.
Back in Fall River.
Take care. All right, bye-bye.
The district struggled with chronic absenteeism even before the pandemic. Their success may hold answers for other districts still trying to get students back to the class. In 2019, 73% of students in the Fall River district were chronically absent. Through the district's efforts, that number dropped to 55% in 2023.
We're okay with that in the sense that we are going to continue to make progress.
How do they do it? It doesn't hurt that the district was able to hire 500 people, many like social workers and guidance counselors that are helping students in and out of the classroom. But there's also a change in the district's culture.
In the past, the approach really was kind of punitive, like you need to be here, and if you're not, we're taking you to court. The philosophy has kind of shifted, and we're more kind of partnering with parents to say, how can we support you?
That means addressing some of the most common reasons students are chronically absent. Offering more students transportation to and from school beyond what the state requires, looking at alternatives to school suspension, and supporting students outside of the classroom.
There is no magic ball that you can just read and figure out when kids walk through the door. We've got to meet them where they're at and hope that those relationships are going to carry us through the difficult times.
Fall River school leaders tell me they've had a lot of success working directly with parents, finding out what they need, everything from before school care to clothing, focusing on partnership rather than punishment.